On 11th April 1919, Indians were mourning the loss of their loved ones, and the Europeans were licking their wounds. The city of Amritsar had shut down. Welcome to Law Stories, where we uncover the history that was never taught to us. A.J.W. Kitchen and Major MacDonald arrived in Amritsar as the chaos of the 10th faded into the night. The reins of the city were handed over to Major MacDonald as a senior military officer. Amritsar was officially in a state of war. More troops from Jalandhar arrive on the 11th to boost the already present 1,000-man infantry. The British were expecting more disturbances, but Indians had to mourn the loss of many. In fact, many Indian leaders had contacted Captain Massey to allow the Indians to bury their dead without British interference. They were denied permission. After a lot of haggling, Indians were allowed to bury their dead, but return before 2 p.m.
लोगों को जितनी भी लाशें थी ये मस्जिद खैरदीन में रखी गई, हाल बाज़ार में मस्जिद है, और फिर लोगों को इजाज़त दी गई जिसको दफनाना है या संस्कार करना है वो उनको ले जाए.
While the city was still in shutdown, volunteers were working 24/7, providing food during the day and patrolling the streets at night. The British officials had ordered the principal of Khalsa College, Gerard Watkins, to ask his students to spread the message among Indians to keep away from the streets and that the city was in a state of war. The British had already arrested 12 Indians. They had also stopped third-class railway bookings to Amritsar, prohibiting Indians from travelling. This was to avoid more people joining in during the Baisakhi festival. Although Amritsar was dead silent, officials sitting in Lahore had decided that the Indian rebels had taken over the city. Kitchen was convinced that MacDonald had failed to defend the city. On Kitchen's orders, Major Bainon sent Lieutenant Colonel Morgan to take charge of Amritsar. Morgan reached Amritsar, but he was a bit late. Brigadier General Reginald Edward Harry Dyer had already arrived in Amritsar and taken charge. Morgan was a junior to him and was reduced to a mere advisor. MacDonald was sent back to Lahore. In 24 hours, the control of the city went from Irving to MacDonald to finally being seized by Dyer. General Dyer had witnessed the 30th March riots in Delhi. Expecting the worst, he seized charge of Amritsar without any official order. Dyer was acting on his own. He was not supposed to be in Amritsar. The city was immediately placed under martial law. Dyer had full control and was answerable to no one. While military law bound him by a code, under martial law, he was the judge, jury, and executioner. The British turned a blind eye to Dyer's actions. They had no idea what a catastrophic mistake this was. The stage was set, the devil was ready. All that was needed was a straw to break the camel's back. Watch our other videos to know how this event happened. Read more about the hidden history of India at www.beneaththeink.com. A huge shout out to Ranjit's Swasa, a royal heritage experience in Amritsar, a must-visit location where you can live the history of India.